All right, today's the day. It's as warm as I can hope for the rest of the season. I have as much time as I can hope for the rest of the season. My hat is as orange as I can hope for the rest of the season. He knows he's safe. I swear they know. He's between me and the electrical substation down there. He knows I'm not going to take the shot. Now, I've never had a colonoscopy or one of those like really aggressive prostate exams that they give you when they're sure you've got cancer and they really got to go in there and look around. But I'm pretty sure that even those things would not compare to the discomfort of being really hot and sweaty because you're climbing a mountain while your ears are freezing off. I can't, this is the worst feeling in the world. I can't stand it. So I got this hat for $6 at Tractor Supply. And I thought it was pretty funny that they'd make something blaze orange and then put antlers on it to make it look, you know, like reference a deer. It's like supposed to make you not look like a deer, but then, you know what I'm saying? But then that's ridiculous, right? Like obviously no one's going to see those antlers and shoot thinking it's a deer. But then I remembered some of the people I saw in my hunter safety class, so I added a little bit. So it's currently 39 degrees. Might get up to a high of 41, and that's down in the valley. Tonight, it's going to get down to the low 20s. So I really don't want to be up here after dark. And I'm taking extra care not to get sweaty because I don't want these clothes to get wet. I really need to invest. If I'm going to be doing this much longer after the new year, I need to invest in some actual winter gear because I basically just got a moisture wicking t-shirt on under 100% cotton. So I've given a lot of thought to what happened. I haven't eaten meat since the other day, since I met Lord Voldemort the Squirrel, or created Lord Voldemort the Squirrel with no nose, and I'm back here today and sort of replaying that whole scene in my head. I've done some reading since then. Number one, the shot. You can't even really see where I took the shot from. I'm sitting here at Voldemort's lair. And it was every bit of 50 yards. And I think that might be outside my limits as a squirrel hunter. It's never been before, but I don't know. Maybe it was just, you know, I did a lot of reading and people said, you know, it's hunting. That happens. Harden up. But man, that sucked. I hate wounding an animal. So I'm coming out today with iron sights on my Ruger 1022. Because I don't think I'm going to take long distance shots for a while. Now I can sit at the bench at the range and make 50-yard shots all day long, but this isn't the range, and you know, there's not just that extra little margin of error is the difference between a squirrel's nose and his brain. So close shots with iron sights, and I thought that would mean that I would not be able to bring you first-person action video because I had mounted my action cam onto the scope of my other rifle. But then I remembered that Fireplug sent me some Ranger bands, and look at that, it works perfectly. You guys see that? Chipmunks are brazen, man. Dude, I'm out here killing animals bigger than you. I mean, only slightly, but still. Aren't you afraid of me? So I've been out here a couple hours and sent my wife GPS coordinates for where I was going to be. I've seen a few squirrels, but not close enough to shoot with iron sights. And it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold out here. But I found a pretty cool spot. I like it a lot, and I've got a good field of fire, so I might just hang out for a bit. Okay, so the action camera just died on me, which is kind of long overdue. There's a squirrel somewhere up that way. I'll try to get footage if I shoot it. It's just a chipmunk. Y'all remember last time when I got in that hunter's nest and sat there and watched the guy walk by? I'm on the path where he walked, and it just ends right here. It just literally just ends at those rocks. So where the hell did he come from? Or maybe I'm not where I think I am. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I was just lost. Pretty sure this is the actual path. Pretty sure. Alright, I found some cool stuff out here, but I'm running out of time. Time to climb back out the mountain. Over to the other side. Okay, there's the hunter's nest, lair, blind, whatever. That's where the hunter built a little thing up there. So I know where I am now, and we're back to the sunny side of the mountain. I'm so tired of running out of time. So this is the final sit of the evening. Same thing happened a couple days ago. I came up here and only had time to sit down for like 20 minutes. Saw a couple of squirrels. They were too far away to shoot. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Any of you squirrel hunting gurus, feel free to chime in. But I think this is something that a lot of fat suburban wilderness heroes can relate to in terms of like, man, I want to do this. I want to learn how to do this. I'm here, with an open mind, trying to. That's a squirrel. I was wrong. It's a rock. I'm here with an open mind, trying to learn, and I felt like I had all afternoon. I did have all afternoon, but by the time it's an hour's hike up here, and then it's an hour's hike back, and there's just not enough time. How do people do this? Like, how do the people that spend real money on hunting, how did they do that? Especially because deer season, rifle season, I think is only like 3 weeks a year, right? Anyway, I'm gonna shut up, smoke my pipe, because that actually worked last time. Smoke my pipe and wait for the sun to go down. All right, well, nothing. But did have a great smoke. Foundry is a really, really good tobacco. I might have to do a full review on this. With fishing, I've pretty much gotten to this point where I can take getting skunked every now and then, because I know that on balance I can catch fish and have a good time, and I'm just a terrible hunter. That's okay. Terrible at a lot of things. Hasn't stopped me yet. All right, it's a new day. Heading up the mountain. Gonna find Brad. Gonna kill some squirrels. We split up. Brad went downhill. I'm securing the ridgetop so they don't sneak up from behind us. All right. Brad called it a day. I'm all by my lonesome, assaulting this last ridge. I saw one squirrel at a great distance. That's all we've seen all day. Absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna get up here on the top, try the sit down and smoke foundry technique. There's a squirrel right there in that tree. It's at about 10 yards from me. I was coming through here and standing still for just a second, and I heard him barking at me. I looked over there and he was shaking his tail. And I looked at him, and he looked at me. And I looked at him, and he looked at me. And then I moved and he disappeared. Founder didn't work. Well, okay, that's kind of a sudden transition. Sorry about that. Didn't get any squirrels, and several days later now, and I came up to the range to sight in my rifles again. Somehow I think that's going to net me some squirrels. Every time I sight in my rifle, I'm like, oh yeah, my rifle's dead on. I'm going to get some squirrels this time. But the range is right next to this spot, and even though it's in the 30s and windy, I thought I'd come do some bank fishing for a little bit. Well, how about that? Number one in the net. What do you think, buddy? Pretty cold in there, huh? All right, see you later. Counting myself, there are 9 fishermen that I can see from this spot. All right, well, when I finally got away from the crowd, the river narrows down here, and there's so much debris in the water that it's pretty much impossible to fish. It's like catching a leaf on every cast. So, I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, it's a new day. It's about 50 degrees out. I'm heading up the mountain, and I feel good. I think I've seen plenty of squirrels already. I spooked up a whitetail. The woods are alive. Let's go rectify that. So to update you on what has happened, let's see, I have resumed eating meat. I made it about 2 weeks after the tragic incident with Voldemort the squirrel. I made about 2 weeks without eating meat, and then I just decided, okay, you know, I've done this. I've seen what it's like to not eat meat. And if at the end of this whole experience, if I decide that's the way I want to go, I can do it. The season has been open a month, and as you know, I started prepping a month before that. And also, as you know, this has been a really big deal for me emotionally. I'm out here on a mission to kill something and eat it. And can we just be honest, real talk? I hope today is the day, because I'm kind of tired of doing this. Not that I am not having fun, I am. But learning is hard work. And I want to get past the learning stage to the actually doing stage as soon as I can. And to see whether or not I enjoy this. You know, I think it's easy to say, well, can I do it? And yeah, I think I probably can. But do I enjoy doing it? Is this something for me? Anyway, that's what we're going to find out. And I have a special spot that I've been thinking about. Maybe we'll go take a visit, see if we can find some bushy tails. For some reason, can't tell you why, I want to climb up there. Well, that's easier said than done. Well, I just fell and ripped the inseam out of my pants. Getting cold up here. Son of a bitch. It's the same spot I always come to. I just reached it by a much more difficult path. Heavy choppers. All right, made it up here, soaked in sweat. Breeze is cold. That all sounds about right. Time to sit here and wait. Been here 25 minutes. Time to make a move. I think I was watching Rogue Preparedness. I think it was the first place I ever saw. Or maybe it was Survival Lily. Either one. First place I saw a video about the many usefulnesses and versatility of a shemagh scarf. But this is the first time I've ever used one to cover up the ripped out crotch in my pants. All right. Now I've spent 40 minutes at this spot. There's a couple of big hawks flying around, so maybe that's keeping them down. Another damn chipmunk. Ground squirrels. They're squirrels that live in the ground. That's why they call chipmunks ground squirrels. Whoa. Ran into some bow hunters going after a whitetail. I saw the whitetail they were going after. And they came my way and made a bunch of noise. So we kind of did that thing, you know. Extra embarrassing. What you doing? Squirrel hunting. See any squirrels? No. Why are your man parts hanging out of your pants? It's just how I like to hunt, man. Check out how that tree grew around that rock. It's pretty cool. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Damn, that is one hell of a widowmaker. Man, that would suck if that fell. Time to bounce. I got one up a tree. He's up there whistling at me, but unfortunately, when he came out on his limb, he was skylined, and that's not a safe shot. It's been a long day, and I might go home and just play some Minecraft. This is starting to feel just a bit ridiculous. So I'm on my final sit of the evening, and thus far I think I've only seen one squirrel today that was in game lands. Ton of them walking up here. Only one that I could shoot, and I didn't get a safe shot. So it's time to pull out the secret weapon. Yeah, they're talking to each other. But I don't think they're going to come out of their tree. Well, I explored and I found some cool areas. And I got some exercise. And I have a new kilt. Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm a little pissed off, actually. So this is 5 trips this season. 5 trips. And I've only fired one shot, and that was the one that shot off Lord Voldemort's nose. So I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy about this whole endeavor. I don't know what I'm going to do. But it kind of feels like I wasted the entire day, you know? Even though I didn't. I had a good time in the woods. If you asked me, hey, what would be your ideal day? I would just say, I'd like to spend the whole day in the woods. But to have nothing to show for it when this is like this whole thing I've been working on for months, it's getting a little tedious. And I remember this feeling from when I was first fishing, and I guess it's just part of it, right? Learning is pain. Something like that. All right, thanks for watching. This concludes the latest rifle hiking adventure. Keep the ends out for the ties to bind. Are you freaking kidding me? So, through the trees behind that squirrel is an apartment complex. I swear they know when they're safe. You guys hear that? There's a screech owl. I hope it gets a damn squirrel.